Jai Bhagwan Woman Warriors. This is Dr. Satyavani, and I just wanted to give a message today about the importance of planning and consistency in order to succeed. And with that, the idea of time. So many of you are getting ready to embark on the Ayurveda 108 with me, and I just wanted to first congratulate you and also encourage those of you that have not enrolled in the 108 to jump in, because you still have time and you can do it from any place in the world. So we start on Monday. But in thinking about this, I wanted to emphasize a couple of things. The first thing is planning. So getting yourself into a mental, emotional state of preparation that says, okay, this is something that I'm going to embark on, and this is something that I'm going to put my energy towards, that I'm going to really focus on, and I'm going to focus on me. If you're going into something kind of half-cocked, the chances of success lower significantly. So sometimes we're like, oh yeah, I'm just going to sign up for this thing, and it seems like that's, you know, that's going to help me, and we're doing the grab, like, oh, you know, I want to feel healthier, I want to have energy, I'm going to do this grab, etc. And meanwhile, we're actually quite distracted by many other things in our lives. So this weekend, if you are beginning the 108, or even if you're not, and you're just looking at going inward and starting to really focus on yourself for personal transformation, then take the time to really think about it. Grab yourself a journal, get yourself your water bottle prepped, and all of those things, so that you have those things from point go, and that you're getting yourself into that mental state that says, I'm ready for this. I'm ready to embark on this. You want to set yourself up for success. The other thing that goes along with that is consistency in time. So, and I've done quite a few YouTubes about this, as well as some Instagram lives, but I want to wrap those two things together because they really are the ticket. So consistency, you got to be consistent. The reason why we have these 8 small tasks that we do every single day is because it provides consistency. In a world that is very inconsistent, especially right now, and things are getting thrown at us all the time, and that's life. Like, things are going to happen. So we can't say, okay, for 108 days, like my whole life is on hold, etc. It's just not possible. But consistency gives us not only a sense of accomplishment, but it also gives us something that we can mark the steps forward in our lives. So you do your 8 tasks on Monday, and then by next Monday, you're like, wow, look, I did these 8 tasks for a week. And we can track our progress. And there's reward in that. You know, when you start to track progress, you start to see the rewards that come with that. On all levels of your being, whether it is your physical well-being, energetic, mental, emotional, your state of consciousness, as well as your spiritual connection. You will begin to see those changes. Now, wrapped with that is this idea of time. So things do not happen overnight. Whoever told you that lied to you. So I just want you to know that from point go. But things take time, and 3.5 months, believe it or not, is actually not a long time, but you can see significant progress. The point of the 108 is to start getting you on a path. It is there for you to jumpstart in a very holistic way, and also for a period of time where you can track progress and forward progression. But at the same time, you have to be consistent. And the reason why I share that is because on day 1, everybody's like super excited, like, yes, we're out of the gate, and everybody's cheering each other on, which is wonderful. And we're sharing things in the online forum, and we're talking about our wins, etc. And that goes on for definitely the first couple of weeks, etc., because people are very excited. And then shit gets hard. And then it's dark when you get up in the morning, and the weather starts to get cooler, and your kids have got to be dragged to sports, and your food wasn't prepared the night before so that you can have 50% of that meal be plant-based. Or your water bottle is, you left it at the gym, or whatever the case may be. So being very focused, being consistent, and also understanding that this is going to take time. 3 years ago for myself, it was my health, physical, energetic, mental, emotional, my state of consciousness, my connection was weak, and I got sick as a result. And that was a huge wake-up call for me. The point, though, is that we have to know that everything that you do every single day counts, and it matters. And a lot of times we're just like, oh, well, you know, this doesn't really matter. Okay, so I didn't drink a gallon of water a day today. Or, oh, I didn't have a plant-based meal for 50% of it at lunch, etc. Every single thing matters. You know, and it's interesting because nowadays, like, I'll go to the gym and there are days that I'm tired. 2 days ago. 2 days ago, I went back to my Krav Fit conditioning class after I had been away in India and Nepal for the past basically a month, when you consider all the travel, etc. And during that trip, my girls and I, we worked out every single day, and we did all of the things. And when I came back, I went to my conditioning class on Tuesday with my trainer over at Krav Maga Experts, Mr. August Ritter, and got my fucking head handed to me. I was like, oh, okay. Like, yeah, like I trained hard during the time that I was gone, but it wasn't this hard. But I was still able to get through it because I remembered all the times in the gym that when I didn't want to do that extra set, when I didn't want to do those 5 extra reps, when I didn't want to run that extra half mile, that I did it anyway. When I didn't want to go to yoga class, because in India, when I was taking the yoga classes, yoga is very different in India, even on the asana level. And it can be extremely painful, especially when you have injuries, etc. My point being, you don't need to hear the rest of the story. The point is that you bank things. It was like, okay, I know I can do this. And the reason why I can get through this very difficult conditioning class is because I had 3 years of banking reps, of banking time, of banking running miles, of banking cycling miles, of banking weight that was lifted, of banking yoga postures, etc. And so I say that because you want to be prepared and you want to maintain consistency. If you want to do a little extra every day, you're welcome to do that. You don't have to. Start with the consistent tasks, because when you have that as a foundation, it changes everything. So later on day 75, when you're doing these 108 days and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I've got, 33 days left. Like, how am I going to get across the finish line? You're going to come across the finish line strong because you banked that time, you banked those days, and you were consistent the whole way. And consistency breeds more and more strength, more and more success, more and more positive energy, and more wins. So just wanted to share that with you as you're getting prepared. And even if you're not joining us, this message is just fantastic for all of you woman warriors or aspiring woman warriors that are really coming into your own right now. Have a great rest of your day. Jai Bhagwan.